Hey guys, I'm Chef Dean Max. Today in the kitchen, we're going to be learning some basics. Vinaigrettes. You can use those every day. Stop buying those bottled vinaigrettes. They've got bad filler oils in there. Buy good oils and let's make them ourselves. So stay with me in the kitchen. Click subscribe if you're not doing that already. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video and ring that bell and I'll tell you all the new things I have coming up. So stay with me. Okay guys, this is a really simple one. I love to use these like little mini blenders, whether you have a whatever type you use. I use the NutriBullet. They don't pay me to say that even, but I like it. It's great for household use, small batch stuff. It's awesome. So we're gonna start this dish. I have apple here, beautiful fall apple. When you're picking an apple to do with a vinaigrette like this or put in a salad, you want to pick something that's got good crunch, not like a Granny Smith, something that's got super high acidity. All right, we want something for sweetness and something that has good flavor. So I've got this really nice small beautiful fall apple, very dense apple. When you eat it, the apple has no soft mealiness. It's all crisp, beautiful sweetness. Now, I leave it skin on, and I'm going to dice it up. Okay. Now, this apple cider vinegar, I like to make this really have a lot of apple flavor. So we got apple cider vinegar, and we're going to have beautiful apple in here. So this is a small apple, and that's what I want. I want this small, but you really don't even need to dice it, to be honest, because we're going to blend it. You can cut it small as you want. I'm going to take a very small onion. Now I take out this center piece. You see right here, these two green pieces here in the center. That can be a little bitter or strong sometimes, so I take that out. And I'm going to take that and put this in here. And I want to use a really spicy mustard. So here I have a German style mustard. I can put the link on there for this online where you can get this. And we're going to take a tablespoon of that. Well, there go my tablespoons. But I'm going to have to get a smaller spoon to get it out of here, though, because I'm getting down to my last bit. You know it's good, right, when you're down to your last bit of it, right? So it's going to be, this is like smaller than a tablespoon. So I'm going to put 2 of them. Now, if you don't use spicy for this, I would put like a teaspoon of cayenne because, or like not a half teaspoon, I would say, of cayenne, because what happens is the cayenne, 2 of these is going to be equal to, they're like a half, that's like a half tablespoon right there. I can tell you already, I can't wait to eat this one because I love this mustard. I don't even like to waste this mustard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in, excuse me, tablespoon of fresh apple cider vinegar. It's probably going to take 2 tablespoons. So 2 tablespoons of beautiful apple cider vinegar. Get the nice kind with the mother in it. That's always really nice. Then I put it in here. Why did I do that? Because this is the way we clean it and we don't waste any, right? If you're really frugal in your kitchen, right? Boom. Now that's a clean one. You can throw that away with no worry, right? Now, I'm going to take a half of a lemon. Why do we use lemon too? I just like, I don't know, I'll squeeze it in here to give you guys an idea how much. It's almost a tablespoon of lemon. So 2 tablespoons of apple vinegar and basically 1 tablespoon of lemon, okay? So it's roughly a half of a lemon, okay? Now, garlic. I like to put garlic in this kind of fall, because usually this is going with some fall flavors, whether I have fennel, pomegranate, pumpkin, something different in that. So with this, I want to give it a little savoriness, a little fallness. So I'm going to use onion. Now, whenever you use raw onion or raw garlic, an alarm should go in your head to not use too much. So for this small batch that I'm making, this thing is probably too big. I'm going to probably cut the top of it off, and you can see that's a tiny piece of garlic that we're adding to that, right? So don't go hog wild, otherwise you're going to ruin it. Trust me, right? Now, for oils, what I do first now, because we want to blend this really good. We have liquid in here. Where did my, oh, there it is. It blended in with my environment. Okay, what we're going to do now is blend it. Now, I blended this a long time, and I did that because I'm trying to grind up the onion, the garlic, the apple. all of those really tiny, right? And I want it to be a smooth puree. So if I added oil in, once you add your oil in, that seizes your vinaigrette up. So you can wait to do that. So with this, I usually do 1 to 1, which that amount there is going to give me a little bit more than a 1/4 cup. So I use a 1/4 cup and a half. Okay. Oh, whoa, excuse me. Wow, gesundheit, right? And then, okay, now whenever I'm using, I use grapeseed oil like this, I'm going to come back and use a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Why? Why? Because I want to give it that rich flavor of this olive oil. Now, if you had walnut oil at home, that would be great. If you ever buy walnut oil, once you've opened it, it doesn't last long because it'll go rancid. Nut oils do. You best if you keep it in the freezer after, okay? So keep it in the freezer, and then right before you're going to use it, pull it out, let it thaw for about a minute or two, and then put your warm hands around it, and you'll get enough oil out of it to do this. It's an intensified oil. You would use it like I'm using this olive oil, right? You would use mostly that grapeseed oil, and then your flavoring oil, which could be walnut, could be almond. We'll be using almond in ones I have coming up, and then or extra virgin is fine, because I know you guys probably have extra virgin at home. Now, in addition to that, I want to add salt, probably a quarter of a, it's a teaspoon, it's a 1/4 of a teaspoon, not a lot of garlic, salt, we're going to see at the end, because I don't like to go heavy on my salt on my vinaigrettes, and then I like to go and put the salt on the salad later, or whatever I'm dressing that with. So, and you never know, you could have salty item that you're dressing it with, so don't go too heavy on it. Now we're going to blend it. Now that we've blended this, what you'll see is that it makes a really smooth consistency. Now you taste. This is the key part, right? Because you can never have a perfect recipe. Because why? Why can't you have a perfect recipe? Because apples change. If you bring an apple in, some apples are going to be really sweet. Some are not going to be that sweet at all. Some are going to be like watery. Some will be less. So the consistency changes. So it's almost impossible. Some onions are really savory and sour and kind of bitter, right? Some are really sweet. So it really depends. So this, to me, it needs a little salt, okay? And it needs sweetness. So what I'm going to add to that, we can't add more apple, but I have some honey here. So we're going to do this. Honey and apples, that's a match made in heaven. So is maple syrup. That would be another good additive. Why am I not measuring? Because I'm doing this to flavor. I'm putting a teaspoon in there right now. We're gonna see where that takes us. All right, let's try it again now. That's perfect. Now, the only thing I'm desiring right now is a little bit more acidity, and that's where we go with another tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. It is an apple cider vinaigrette, so we should taste the apple cider, right? Now, another option, if you didn't want to use the honey, is I have also a sweet Dijon. That's sweet. I could have used a little bit of both, sweet and spicy. That's another option. Okay, let's try this now. And you can see, right? Oops, I'm spilling it on myself. This is about taste and development of your dressing. Now it's perfect, okay? So you can't just make it and go, okay, it's done. You got to taste it and you'd be like, okay, now I'm happy with it. So with that, I'm just going to put it in I'm going to put it in this little jar. I'm going to have this one for dinner. And this one I'm going to put away. This will last, that'll last for a week up in your refrigerator, maybe longer. So just keep that refrigerated, and then whenever you want your little salad, pull it out, boom, put it on there. You have a beautiful fresh apple cider vinaigrette with apple, garlic, onion. It's got nice vegetables in there. It's got great oils that you know what you put in there. So that's what I would suggest for you guys. This took us minutes to do this. So make sure you do this at home. Come back and see me soon. I'm Chef Dean Max.